everyone, and welcome to Community Connections. I'm Marnie, your host. Glad you're joining us today as we start August, and a lot of things going on as we're kind of transitioning out of summer, although I heard somebody say don't rush summer away from here, but school is starting, and a lot of fall activities are coming on. So we're going to be talking to a lot of our guests today about what they've got coming up and plans that are going to be going on. So our first guest is Lynette Crow. She is the new Director of Marketing at the Findlay Toyota Center. So welcome, Lynette.
Thank you.
You've been on the job how long?
2 months.
2 months?
2
Well,
months.
there you go. But you've been with the company for a long time.
A long time, 12 years in the box office.
12 years. You'll remember her. You'll say, oh, gosh, I recognize
She
her
looks
now.
familiar,
She
but
looks
I don't know
familiar.
why.
That's how I know her. Well, so we're going to be talking about a lot of things that are coming up for the Findlay Toyota Center. So many things you want to get your tickets early, and some really cool announcements, some holiday things that are now on the schedule. So I'm just going to kind of throw it to Lynette and let her start with what's going on. And it could be your destination in Prescott Valley because there's almost something going on every weekend.
There definitely is. August and September, we're extremely busy. Just this weekend, I left the building on the way over here and watching the Gem and Mineral Show being set up.
Right.
So the Prescott Gem and Mineral Show is here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have an amazing setup. They've got vendors with jewelry, with the housewares, with gems, obviously, and minerals, rocks. Then they show you how to polish those rocks and how to make them.
So there's demonstrations, exhibitions, there's products to be sold, supplies, lessons, a kids zone. If you joined us a couple weeks ago, Maggie Lieber was on the show, and we gave in detail of what's going on, but it's this weekend, free parking, $5 to get in, and I think children with a paid adult are free.
That's right.
I just know that.
Yes. And you buy your tickets at the door.
Right.
And then next week, on Friday night, we have Sweet Science Boxing, which is the first time we've had professional boxing in the arena.
Sweet Science Boxing?
Yeah, Sweet Science is the name of the promoter.
Okay.
Their event name is Nothing is Sweeter, but they've got 12 bouts. Starting at 7 o'clock, the bouts will actually be televised. So we'll have information on our website about where you can see that. But we're really looking forward to that event. Danny Hilton, who is somebody who is very well known in the community, is actually fighting in this event.
But he does mixed martial arts too, doesn't he? I've seen him in a lot of the other events that have been over at the arena.
Yes, he's transitioned to boxing.
We all got to try something new.
That's exactly right. So he's got a big following. We're looking forward to seeing his fans out in numbers.
Wonderful.
And then we turn around on Saturday morning then, and we have Fandomania, which I think you've said that you've had.
Oh, yes. We've got the ladies from the library coming over to talk about that, Steve, Colleen and also Steve. So they'll be on a little bit later in the show.
Perfect. Then we go into Crossroads of the West Gun Show. That's on August 20th and 21st. So anything you need in relation to firearms. Usually they have like collectibles, Western type things as well. Supplies, safes, just about anything. And then there are also some miscellaneous vendors that do come into the show also. Exactly. Then a new event and something that's new to the area is the Prescott Valley Outdoor Summit. That looks fun. That's a big event. That'll be September 16th through the 18th. They'll have an expo for all things outdoors, four-wheeling, ATVs, motorcycles, e-bikes, anything outdoor adventure. Big event. I would definitely recommend checking out their website because it's a growing event. They're adding new things to it constantly. So
yeah, I follow them on Facebook, and I see, Archer's Bikes just recently came on board. They have the e-bikes, and they're in Prescott Valley. Mm-hmm. They'll be having, I understand Ruger's coming in with a also an exhibit. Plus the outdoor ATV, they're preparing the field as we speak now.
Yes, they are.
To get ready for, I'm not sure, racing or demonstrations or exhibitions. Yeah. So do you need to purchase tickets ahead of time, or will they be available at the door? They do have tickets available online. It's not sold through the box office for this event. Oh. You buy the tickets through their website.
So you can get to their website through our website, which is findlaytoyotacenter.com, and then it's got the event page, and then all the information there to get you to the Prescott Valley Outdoor Summit.
Oh, there you go.
Is,
Okay.
is there. So they're updating their website constantly. So
I know, they keep adding new
yeah,
things.
if you haven't checked it recently, I'd suggest checking
Yes.
it again. It's very exciting. Then after that, we have the Prescott Kennel Club annual
Well, Finley
show.
Toyota Center goes to the dogs. I'm telling you, that's one of my funnest events. So I
I love
love to
it.
go over there and see
too.
all the breeds of dogs and watch the handlers work them and in the variety of competitions and categories. But that's a fun event.
What's your favorite breed?
Well, of course, I'm a mix. So I have a little Yorkie Shih Tzu mix, and I have a little Maltese Terrier mix, and they're my favorite breeds.
Oh, the American Classic breed.
That's it. Rescue.
Don't call them mutts.
No.
No, so that's a fun event. It's free, free parking, just fun. You can go in and check out, you can walk through, check out all of the dogs while they're getting groomed. It's really interesting to watch. But
It's
then
an
you
industry.
can,
It's quite an industry.
oh gosh, and then you can look at their schedule if there's a particular breed that you're interested in, and then you can come specifically to see that breed run through its trials.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into the fun stuff for me. Alice Cooper will be here on October 6th. So Arizona Boy coming up for the October 6th show, which is near Halloween. So if you've not seen his show before, it's very theatrical. Kind of leans towards a Halloween theme anyway, but with it being so close to Halloween, he'll add some extra acts that really, I just really looking forward to seeing that event. So
Yes.
tickets are on sale for that. We sell those online and at the box office. And yeah, that should be a really good show. Have you seen him before?
No, I mean, not live. Not
Well,
live.
we'll have to
it's
get you
exciting.
over for that.
Right here. Well, we're getting close to time, so let's kind of keep going, Lynette,
Okay.
because you've got some great things that people need to get on their calendar ahead of time.
Okay, then we run into October 7th is Cole Swindell, a fantastic country artist. He'll be at the arena at 7 o'clock that day. Then we've got WWE is coming back again. They always have a fantastic family show. They're here on October 16th. Then on December 2nd, this is a new show for us. It's called Holiday Dreams. It's a spectacular holiday cirque. So a variety of acts, very cirque. Think America's Got Talent. Lots of different acts. Definitely want to check that one out on our website. You can watch the video to give you a sense of what it
That's
is.
right during the holidays, you know?
Yeah.
Real quick, one more.
River Dance. We've been waiting for this one for over a year.
Well, they're back next year. Let's give the
Right.
website so everybody can take a
Yes.
look at what they can sign up, they can
Perfect.
get tickets for.
FindlayToyotaCenter.com.
No shortage of things going on over there.
No.
Thank you, Lynette Crow, Director
you.
of Marketing. We'll be right back.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey, welcome back to Community Connections. This is my favorite part of the show. I always love to have this wonderful woman here, Raquel Gardner, who is the Deputy Director of the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. And today she brought us two friends. And actually, she was telling me a story before we went to the show, that these could be your friends too. So tell us a little bit about who's visiting with us today, Raquel.
Sure. So Heritage Park Zoo is a sanctuary. I'm going to twist you right this way, dude. And one of the things that people don't know is desert tortoises, once they become captive animals, they're somebody's pets, they can't go back out into the wild just because they could introduce harmful illnesses. And so we actually work with Game and Fish to do adoption programs. So these are our two newest adoptees. They are a little over 2 years old, so they're going to continue to grow throughout their lifetime. And they are found only in the southwestern part of the United States. We definitely have them around here. But if you want to do something for nature and tortoises, you can always contact a zoo and adopt a tortoise. And what's interesting is it's an ongoing program that, if you decide you're leaving the state or you can no longer care for them, you can actually surrender them back to the zoo or to Game and Fish, and then they get readopted out.
So what does the commitment look like in adopting a desert tortoise?
These little guys are 2 years old. They can live probably normally anywhere between 25 and 50 years old, so it is a lifetime commitment most likely, and they will continue to grow throughout their lifetime. So right now they're probably less than half a pound. They could probably grow up to 20 to 30 pounds. They get bigger, yeah.
Okay. Do they need to have an enclosure? I've heard stories, and probably just because I've seen it on, obviously the most factual place, Facebook, that they get out. And I'm suddenly seeing somebody saying, my desert tortoise got out. I hear an escape artist.
They are definite burrowers. So we always, work with people on what their backyard looks like, what a good burrow for these animals is, what size, how safe it should be, so that they don't escape. And actually, we track all of our tortoises and know where they are in our area, so that if somebody does escape, we're like, oh, I think it might be this person's.
So generally, if somebody has a desert tortoise, they might have already had adopted it from you previously.
Previously, yeah. Some tortoises can get exchanged a few times. So we're trying to make sure the species is protected, but then also that the wild species are protected and captive animals aren't released back into the wild.
How do these make a good pet?
They're actually right now active in the warmer weather. In the wintertime, they're actually going to burrow and be, very semi-hibernated. They might eat a little, might drink a little. They're going to be most active in the warmer weather. And these guys, you can see, for some people, reptiles, tortoises are really fascinating for them, don't require kind of as much work as, say, dogs and cats. But you don't need to take them out for a walk. Exactly. No walking required.
Although I've been watching this little guy over here, and he's been moving around quite a bit. So he's getting his exercise. But they are fascinating.
They are. They're really fun animals. And it's one of the many great stories at the zoo. We like to say, Heritage Park Zoo, that every animal has a story, and the desert tortoises are definitely one of them.
Wow. So you're open every day?
We are open every single day of the year, and we have lots of events coming up, because every one of our programs, whether it's an educational program, whether it's a rental for a birthday or an event, all that funding goes towards caring for the animals. And we have a collection of about 200 animals, and then we rescue up to about 400 animals a year in addition. So we really rely on those funds to really continue our program as a nonprofit. But a really fun event, which I'm really excited about, because we haven't done this event in a few years.
Right.
We did it in 2019 was the very last time. Then COVID came, and we were trying to limit crowds. So Wet and Wild Day is back this month, and it's always been a huge hit in Prescott. It's going to be Saturday, August 20th. Water slides, bounce houses, concessions. All the animals get frozen treats. Some of them will end up getting baths. Even our Galapagos tortoises will get a sprinkle that day. So it's a fun day for all the animals.
So it's not just people Wet and Wild, it's animals Wet and Wild.
Animals Wet and Wild Day as
fun.
well. Yeah, so really popular event. It's included with the price of admission. It goes all day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then our little tortoise guy is sitting here on my, there you go, I'm going to move you right over there. Our next big event is going to be After Dark at the Park. This is the third time we're holding this event. This has kind of been a replacement fundraising event for us, and we're super excited to have it again in September. It's a really nice adult night at the zoo. You can come walk the park. We'll have food. We'll have live music. It's going to be Saturday, September 17th, and if you purchase your admission in advance and use the code word GUS, G-U-S, it's $5 off. So it's a great night to come, either buy an individual ticket or a couple's ticket, hear some live music and walk the zoo. And also, your admission includes two drinks. So it is an adult event.
It'll be a date night.
Exactly.
Date night.
And it's been really popular because people are like, oh, this is really nice just to walk around the zoo and enjoy it. And all the animals are always curious that night. You know that with Zoo by Moonlight.
Much more active.
They're always like, hey, what's going on? People are here later than usual. And so it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
So all these events really do go to supporting the zoo.
Well, we got bring him back over here, or her, or
Yeah, you actually
You know?
can sex tortoises, basically looking at the underside of their shells. If it's a male, it's going to be concave, and if it's a female, it'll be flat, and that's for mating purposes, so that the male can go on top of the female. So sometimes it takes a few years for that to be visual enough for them to
play
see.
here. We're gonna play here.
But lots of new things going on at the zoo. We have a lot of animal moves happening. We just moved our bobcats the other day. It's a lot of fun. We have 2 servals now. They're going to be going on exhibit soon. So it's always a fun time to come out to the zoo.
And then obviously Zoo by Moonlight, that goes every full moon.
Every night of the full moon, all the way in through October. And so that's a really fun event to come and walk the zoo. And I'm just going to throw this out there because it's going to be here before you know it. I can't believe we're already in August.
I know, we were talking about that.
But if you're planning for a holiday party, around Christmas, consider the zoo. We have wild lights and we have great pavilions to host events for, companies that want to throw a Christmas party. It's a great place. We have it all decorated for you. Look it up at the zoo, and, it's a great place to come and bring the family as well.
Well, I'll give you a shout out for that because you just hosted one of our Live After 5 networking events there in the pavilion. It was so much fun. You brought out some animals for us to visit with, some reptiles actually. But it's a great place to plan birthdays and weddings. It's very unique.
It is.
It has such a special reason for being, and that's what I like about it.
I do too. And in fact, we have a couple of weddings coming up, and I always tell people it's like, what a great way to celebrate your day or your event or your party and give back to the community. So always think of us.
Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. Thank you very much, Raquel Gardner and friends. You can take these guys home. We'll be right back.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
For patients with cancer like leukemia, lymphoma, and other life-threatening diseases, a cure exists with bone marrow transplant. More young people are needed because these donors provide the greatest chance for transplant success. Please take the first step of being someone's cure by logging on to bethematch.org for your free swab kit. Let's score a touchdown for more people who need a bone marrow transplant.
Welcome back to Community Connections, Marnie Yule, and I'm joined by, you never know who's going to show up on the show, Squirrel Girl and Batmans. Hey! Also known as Colleen Bornschlegel and Steve Adame. How are you guys?
Great.
Doing well, thank you.
Good. So you're here in costume. Tell me the significance of being here incognito.
Well, Squirrel Girl happens to be one of my favorites. And she actually is the character that I've come to Fandomania for the last 4 years that we've done it. So she's special to my heart. But she's, you see all different characters at Fandomania, and people can come as different characters, ones that are already made, like Marvel characters or other fandom characters.
Well,
or
and that's
also
what we're here to talk
their own.
about. It's Fandomania
That's
this
right.
year, happening on Saturday,
The 13th.
August the 13th. Yeah. So I've got Colleen and both Steve. He's the volunteer coordinator. Colleen is the arts and culture recreation coordinator. You got a whole long title there.
Lots
But
of
actually the brains and the brawn behind putting this event on for how many years now? What years is the third?
We didn't do it during 2020, so this
Right.
this is our fourth year. This is the second year at the Finley Toyota Center, and then we started at the library back
That's
in
right. So you had 2 years at the
2017, I
library,
think.
and then we all had an off year, and then back at the Finley Toyota for a second year. Now, you moved to the Finley Toyota Center. Why?
We were busting at the seams at the library. We have a great campus there, lots of different spaces, outdoor and in, but we were having, I think the first year we had 2,000 or 3,000. I mean, we were at capacity for sure at the library, and then the next year it had grown even more. So this last year that we did it, when we moved over to the event center, I think it was really a good move.
Yes. What is Fandomania? For somebody that's listening saying, okay, Batman, Squirrel Girl, what's this all have to do? What's Fandomania? Kind of tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Fandomania it's something unique. It's similar to a Comic-Con that you would find like down in Phoenix, the Phoenix Comic-Con. It's dressing up and acting as your favorite characters. Could be movie characters, comic book characters, book characters. Like my daughter wants to come, and she wants to come as a Harry Potter character. I'm going to go, and I'll probably go as like a Jedi character or something along those lines. So it's fantasy, dressing up as your favorite character, fiction character.
So there's really no limit to your imagination on what you could wear?
Yes and no. Yes, it is a family event.
Yes.
So we got to keep it there.
I wasn't going any further than outside family. But I mean, like you said, you mentioned movie. Like, if I wanted to do a Marilyn Monroe kind of a thing, or a Planet of the Apes from the movies or something like that, that's all okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And one of the really fun things is, especially if you go as kind of an obscure character or a very unique character that you really like but maybe not everyone knows about, it's always so fun to either see like your twin, like another person who's shown up as that same character, or just to be recognized. Especially with the last several cosplay contests, there's a lot of anime characters that are really popular for cosplay. I mean, I don't know all of them, but I recognize quite a few, and it's always fun to be able to name people as their character, and I know people really like that, too.
Well, I know we had the cosplay contest at Prescott Valley Days. You were one of the judges and helped us put that on, and it was amazing. The participation and the attendance and the creativity of not only young people, but adults coming out. And I got to say, Councilwoman April Hepperly as Wonder Woman and our MC was amazing. I mean, we all kind of have that creative side we like to play. Absolutely. And I think what I like best about it is it gives folks that aren't the regular sports and things that we do, athletic things that we do, and programming, that it's a fun, creative day. So tell us about the day. What does it look like?
Yeah, so there will be different workshops put on throughout the day. The schedule, I believe, should be on the website, which you can get to from the library website. There's a link, but then it's also a pvplibrary.wixsite.com/Fandomania, and we can have that link.
I think we'll be able to put that on the bottom of it'll be on the bottom of the screen. So
again, kind of a mouthful. But the workshops will be announced about hourly, and they'll be upstairs in the sort of the viewing, like the upstairs area. And I don't know even who the workshops will be, but I know that we've had really talented artists and do demos and comic book talks and workshops and different things. So
various businesses will be there, like Game On will be there.
Sure.
Just to promote what they have going on. And
right.
And vendors, people can tour around and do shopping for different specialty items and goods from local artists. And a lot of people come up from the Valley as well. Very talented vendors at the events as well.
So they come all day now, but you do have a cosplay contest actually, right?
Yes.
So what time is that, and do people need to register ahead of time?
You can register ahead of time, and you can also register day of, and it is from 3 to 4. So it kind of is the culmination of the event.
So the event runs from when to when?
It runs from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m.
And is there a cost to participate or come into the arena?
It is $1 suggested donation. All proceeds go to the Friends of the Library group, and that supports library and town programs. So it's a good cause.
Absolutely. In fact, the Friends of the Library put on a lot of the programs and lectures and activities at the library to make it possible.
yeah, they support us a lot.
Holy smokes.
And this event it's being put on together in partnership with the library, Prescott Valley Library, and the Prescott Valley Parks and Recreation Department.
Well, because you're a bunch of fun, crazy people.
That's right.
We try.
I mean, and,
Like
and
to
a lot
party.
of these characters evolved from stories and books.
Absolutely.
And there's no shortage of characters in the Marvel comics or the Disney stories. I had a friend who loved cosplay, and her character was Ursula.
Oh.
And she had the most amazing Ursula costume. It was crazy. Any restrictions? I know a lot of cosplay, a lot of the anime, they have weapons. Is there a specific restriction on any type of if your character has weapons?
Yeah, if you go to the website, you'll find a whole write-up of sort of restrictions and regulations around costuming. No real blades. I think that should be a kind of a given. But I don't know all the other specifics. But it's good to read over because they're. Yeah, if any weaponry or anything that would be inappropriate, we would ask people to leave. So just make sure you don't bring any of the real stuff. But
Yeah, and I know most definitely, like you said, the real stuff, no metal pieces.
Nothing that could injure anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you have something like that and you have a real thing that you like to use, make it out of foam or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And because you won't be dinged on it at the cosplay contest.
Right, exactly.
They'll be
Well, and just there's going to be a lot of people.
Yes.
So
It's going to be a fun event. Again, for more information, Colleen, where can they call you? Or
you can
I know the website's going to be at the bottom of the screen, so we'll make sure that we're sharing that a lot.
Yeah, but you can call the Parks and Recreation office. It's 928-759-3090. Or the website has all the information there and links that you can contact people as well if you have any specific questions.
Well, great. Well, Squirrel Girl and Batman, thank you for joining us here on Community Connections. Right now, just a big shout out to our Northern Arizona Wranglers as they head to the championships on August the 13th. Go Wranglers and have a great 2 weeks.